How certain are you that the U.S. markets will be moving to a T+2 settlement cycle?
I think the U.S. marketplace, in the position we're in today, it's very, very certain, and I think also on a expedited timeline that we're going to be moving to T2. And the work going in with the industry working groups, along with the market participants, has been very speedy and very efficient up till now, and I think we'll be able to leverage that work and move there quickly.
What are some of the first steps that a firm can take to ease that transition to T+2?
I think the first steps are going to be to spend a lot of time looking at from the full life cycle of a transaction or an investment through to the settlement into the portfolio. And then in between that, the different functions, not just inside your firms functionally, but also then the business partners you have in the counterparty world or the provider space. And within that cycle or life cycle, there's a lot of interconnected parts that need to be reviewed and validated, not just from a business process point of view, but obviously from a systems point of view. And then all that then really comes together to ensure a safe and sound implementation of T2.
And then who within a securities firm should be involved in the process of the move?
Yeah, and I think from BlackRock's point of view, there were up to 17 different functions, starting with portfolio management and trading, compliance, all the operational teams inside our investment operations groups, through to the teams that then reconcile and account for our activity. From the point of view of the functional teams themselves, then the technologists are very important in being part of that equation. Not just from your proprietary platforms, but I think in terms of working very closely with them with your vendors. So it's a full efforts firm or a firm-wide effort to really support and transition and ready and prepare for T2.
And do you have a sense of priority? What should happen first?
I mean, the very first thing that should be happening today should be that analysis to take a look at how the move impacts your different business processes. What is controllable in terms of just making business process change versus then where there's actual technology builds. And then through to your counterparties and providers, similarly, what are just general business process changes? Is that deadlines or timing of transacting versus the actual processing that then relies on systems? That validation and analysis of the component parts, due diligence is really critical. Should be starting now.